Welcome for joining us tonight.
I made a mistake. I was muted. Welcome, everybody, to Odyssey Racing League. This is round 1 of our GT America's Rookie Championship. This is... Oh, sorry, there was an echo in my ear. I realized that the stream was on my end. This is our 10th season, which is very, very exciting. Big, big deal here for us. And yeah, I'm joined with Abdul, one of the founding members, to help me stay awake in this exciting race. We got 50 cars on track. I think it's the first time it's ever happened in ORL. How do you feel about that, Abdul?
I feel great. I'm ecstatic about tonight. I can't wait for all the good racing. There's obviously bound to be some incidents, but overall, ecstatic. This is great.
I agree. And it's crazy. Like, I've never even been in a race with 50 people. So I don't even know, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. It's whack.
Combined with the fact that Donington's a little bit, it's a shorter track, it's a little bit tighter and a little bit narrower, so we're going to get some interesting moments during this race.
Absolutely. So right now, you guys are seeing the GT4 cars qualify. I do have it on the auto cam, so we'll start to see them sort of populate. Actually, let me shift over and just make it GT4s so you can only see them. So there's 15 GT4s on the grid tonight. They're out qualifying now. They've all started to do their first lap, so now they're coming around to start their first hot lap. We got Clayton Filsinger there in the Buffalo Plaid Canadian livery. Shortly behind him is Kyle White in a sort of nega livery of an American flag. So I think that's really cool.
Yep.
Lots of different cars in the GT4 class, so it's exciting. There's some diversity. Yeah, dude, I'm so pumped. I don't even know what to say. 40 cars is just unbelievable.
And for rookies too, you know, maybe you expect it for Pro-Am, but rookies is fantastic, and I hope it bodes well for Pro-Am as well tomorrow.
Absolutely. Everyone, please let me know if there are any audio issues, if the game's too loud, if Abdul's too loud or too quiet. I do like it when you guys can hear the cars, but I do know that the in-car cams can get pretty loud. Also, I want you guys to hear Abdul's beautiful, beautiful voice.
Hell yes.
Just as much as you hear my annoying voice. So, yeah. Oh, man, this is going to be so cool. I'm just like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know, really, man. I don't even know.
I'm excited, and I'm not even racing in it right now.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So we got Tyler.
Well, what do you think for... What do you think for GT4s tonight? Could be a possibility here to top.
I don't know.
Obviously, Luke, Cryo, some good picks.
I'm thinking we got Clayton Filsinger, Luke, Lazama, and Cryo maybe. It's hard to say. Charles is really good at the GT4s as well, actually.
Yep.
We have 2 streams going, by the way, guys who are watching on YouTube. Please check out Kick. We are trying something new on that front. It's also going to be an opportunity for you guys to subscribe to us and help out the league in a different way. So hit us up on Kick, subscribe if you are keen, and that's it, man. So YouTube and Kick right now. Will from YouTube says, "Let's go me." WT Fowler says, "Audio sounds great." Daniel Edwards also says it seems good. And Tyler says, "Let's go." And go, Tyler. Yeah, so Phil Singer at the top with a 134.7. C. Jones, 0.2 seconds behind him. 0.3 behind Clayton is bonus Charles. Jones has a pretty cool looking livery. It's very much similar to the Williams Esports livery.
I do like it. That's a nice gradient. It's pretty well done.
It is. It is a very well done livery. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of that.
A little biased as a Mercedes driver that someone's driving the Mercedes, so I will be pulling for Chase Jones tonight.
All right, sounds good. So Chase Jones is who Abdul's going for. I am going for a bit of an abuse of knowledge of who's fast out there. I'm going to go for Clayton Filsinger. He's a fellow Canadian, so
yeah.
So
Don't tell Clayton I did not pick him because he is my teammate.
Yeah, you guys have teamed up for the Pro-Am Championship.
Yes,
which is tomorrow night. Mr. Ghost kick is good. Shribasaur. I'm digging it so far, except for the start from pit. Mr. Ghost, stop whining, Nate.
Well said, Robert. Well said.
Yeah, really. And there you go, Kyle White on screen now, running a Pabst Blue Ribbon American.
That's a great livery.
Yeah, Clayton made that livery as well, by the way.
Yeah, great. That adds America you can get without really doing.
Yeah, I think so. In a British car, but you know, it's there. He should have chose the Camaro.
That is true, but then he does actually want to have a chance.
Yeah, really. Kind of a missed opportunity. So there you have Kyle White from Prestige Worldwide running Mick Americano livery. So yeah, Clayton's at the top. We are going to let the auto cam kind of do its thing through this. You guys can see the tower there and the times. But we do want to make sure with how many cars are out here today, we give as many people some screen time as possible. So, so we'll just kind of let it slide here. It's dwelling a little bit on Kyle, but there you go, switching over to Bonus Charles in the Janetta. And his best time, let's go check it out on the leaderboard, has been a 1:35.0. So he's got to make up 5/10.
Yep.
Clayton has a 1:34.4, which is crazy because that's only like
that's very good.
6 seconds, 7 seconds off. Excuse me.
So, some intel: Luke Lozano was running GT4s last night. Was able to pull a 33 once. Ooh. So that might be the pole lap for GT4s. Might be.
That was just a Luke that did that.
Yeah, Luke. Exactly.
So we'll see if Luke can pull through. Luke is one of the resident aliens here.
Absolutely.
But he also is a little prone to having 4 wheels in the grass, but we won't talk about that too much. But we'll see where he lands. He's got so Luke has got a 1:35.1 right now. We got 1 minute left in qualifying, so it's split qualifying here. GT4s, we're out for the first 10 minutes. In 50-ish seconds, we'll have the GT3s go out, and I'm sure one of the admins will remind them in the actual session. A lot of staff here tonight because of how many cars are on track. I still cannot believe that we have so many cars. 50 cars out there tonight. And you can see the you can see actually the GT3s are all lined up. Let me free cam this for you guys here. I'm just gonna zoom out. So if we go over here into the pit lane, you can see the GT3 cars are all lined up. Oops, I hit the wrong button. But they are there.
And for anybody who's new to the league, obviously the GT4s are slower, so you're going to see these guys qualify and probably finish slower. But most of these drivers are in Pro-Am, so these are among the fastest drivers in our league. So it's a little bit of a paradox watching at this race and seeing them go slow, but it's because of the car and not because of the skill, I promise.
Bear with me a second, I have a bit of a glitch going on my end. The GT3s are out now.
Yep, they're all going out right now, so they're flooding out of the pits. So GT4s will have to get off the track now.
Yeah, for some reason I'm having an issue with my broadcasting app, but we'll work around it for you guys. So we got in the chat, let's go Grush. Kyle White is the livery king. GT3 class McLaren is Kola. If I'm pronouncing that right, I am probably
I think
not.
He is also going to be the first one to set a lap.
Yeah, and let me change the tower over to the GT3 tower where we have 35 cars. This is going to be crazy. Look at the track map right now. This is a busy track. And these guys are going to be queuing up in the last sector, so hopefully that no one really holds anyone up because that's crazy, man.
McCullough coming around the last turn, and then we're going to have the first quality lap start.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go right on him. I'm going to find him in my tower here. Why
Point 227? 227, he's in 12th right now.
Yeah, it's just gotta find him on the app. 227, you say?
Yep.
Here he is coming through the first sector, onto the second sector. Looks like he's doing
You want to
pretty
give us a
good.
little bit of a track guide, Richard, while he's doing this lap?
I can, but I'm more focused on what's going to happen with the qualifiers in the back. He's going to be running into traffic.
Yep.
This is not going to be good for him on his first lap, guys. This is going to be maybe a spoiled lap.
Well, let's see.
Everyone has to move out of his way, you know.
Yeah, they do. 555 is the first car he's going to encounter. He's about to hit the hairpin.
Yeah.
Actually, he might be okay.
No, these guys are all backed up in the before the last turn. He's coming down that straight now. So we're going to see if people get out of his way or not, which is going to be... Oh, it's not looking good.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for him. I get his thinking. It's not bad, right? You go out first. You want to set a lap. Yeah, well, actually...
And he's being held up by a
Sean,
Ferrari.
no.
That was close. Oh my gosh, that
No,
is
that's
crazy.
not good.
Remember, this is a rookie race, guys, so some of these guys don't really understand how they're queuing and what kind of space to leave. He did set a 130.4, which is not going to be competitive. I'm sure he can do better, but now he's got a heap of cars to fight through. Cars off track. Not going to be the most comfortable qualifying session for 35 people. 35 is bad enough. We have 50 in this whole race.
Yeah. It's a beautiful sight to see.
What's going on stopping on the track? They are queuing up before the last turn, but there's kind of too many cars to do that safely. That's really what's happening.
Yeah.
Kick is a much smoother platform than YouTube. I love it here. Glad to hear it. I'd love if you hit that subscribe button and support the league. I'm going to keep on this guy for a little bit because it is very interesting to see how he's going to have to navigate through some of this traffic. Especially the valid cars, which are what's ahead of him right now. So just looking for another couple camera angles here. If any of the
Yep.
oh, go ahead. If any of the mods are watching, please throw the Patreon link in the chats for both YouTube and Kick. I want to promote that a little bit. Polka in the chat. Polka watching from YouTube. Welcome. I think Hartnett will win this. I agree, dude. That guy is rapid out there. He's so fast you can't even see him.
Pocolino, what happened to your cup, dude? Did you ever get it?
He never got the cup, and I don't even want to mention the brand name, so don't even go there.
It was the Stanley Cup, right? That's what
Yeah,
the
exactly.
trend right
The Stanley Cup. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, keep in mind we do have Kick up. I will post that link again just to promote it a little bit.
There's
we are
still
trying
time
to push
left.
that.
There's still time left in this qualifying. So this is about where we saw practice was. It's C. Williams and J. Finn. They're pretty close up at the top. Everyone else is about a second behind. That's basically where we were in practice. Sort of replicated itself. Ryan Luke running really well in third right now.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 27.3 is the time to beat by Chandler Williams. I think that's a pretty good time, especially given the size of the grid and how much traffic there is. I think he's in for better. He's got 1/10 up on his time. Tyler McCullough, if I'm pronouncing that right, is having a bit of a rough go, and I think he's actually a little bit faster. So
Robert
yeah.
Logan also just overtook Ryan Luke for third. He's about
Nice.
1.4 seconds behind.
And as soon as the session ends, we're going to have to do a grid walk, because it's going to take 4 years to do a grid walk with this.
Yeah.
Dual
Gonna have to zoom
streaming-
through that one.
Dual streaming YouTube and Kick is smooth. Yeah, man, we are using Restream to make this happen, obviously. Something I just learned about today. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I like that we're on both platforms. It's kind of unique, kind of a different challenge for me. We have no thumbs up on YouTube, though. For these guys watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up. Give this video a like. We have 24 people watching on YouTube, bro. That's really good. I want to see 24
Combined, we have
thumbs
42.
up. On yours you have 42. Let me do a little refresh here. Doing two chats has to be hard. Actually, I'll be pretty transparent with you. It pulls them both up on one chat. It just gives me the logo if it's YouTube or Kick. So it's actually not that bad.
I should download that. I've been shuffling back and forth.
Yeah, it's just on Restream.io.
Okay.
We're looking at the times. Jake Finn in P1 with a 27.0. Chandler Williams in P2 with a 27.3. Robert Logan with a 28.7. That's a pretty significant gap there, so I'm sure that someone else will come through with a better time. We still have almost 3 minutes left on the clock.
I actually think Robert, he's not, he might not be third, but we have to remember the top 2 guys are not really rookies.
Yeah, they are definitely prospects for a promotion.
So without those 2, Robert would technically be in pole position right now.
Windows disconnect sound is messing with your head. Dude, I'm so sorry. I did not know that's coming through.
It's okay.
If anyone knows how to disable that, let me know, because I know what it is. I just can't avoid it. It's my keyboard. Let me see if turning it off while it's plugged in, it still works. Okay, it does. So I'll leave it plugged in, and I've turned it off so it's not on Wi-Fi.
Marco Messon in 10th place right now. It was actually pretty fast in qualifying when I was racing with the other day. He was hitting the 27s. I'm a little surprised he's so far down the leaderboard right now.
Yeah, he often has a bit of a rough go at it, but yeah, we'll see. We do have one car that's actually below the GT3s, or GT4s. Joe Sots. Oh, I think he just got out, actually, as I said that. So. Oh, no. Still back there, not doing too hot. He's running the old Mercedes, actually. I wonder if he is aware that he's running the old Mercedes. So, something that we can help him out with after the race.
Yeah, and if you're a rookie at all, if you're someone who's watching for the first time, prospective racer, well, come to our league. We're obviously happy to help you get set up, give you tips. We run open lobbies a lot, often during the night when it's convenient for everyone. Yeah, you're all more than welcome to come join our league in any capacity.
Someone just asked in the chat if we have GT3 and GT4 for EU. We do not. Once participation goes up a little bit in EU, we will implement it, but this is just because we wanted to fill the grid to add traffic for the rookies to learn how to navigate. 40 seconds left in qualifying. Just gonna go back here, and again, I don't know why this is not loading for me, but we got Jake Finn P1, Chandler Williams in P2, Nikita Rudenko in P3 with a 27.5, Devin Martin in 4th, William Figgins in 5th, Vident Kadagi in 6th, Robert Logan 7th, Zoe Jean in 8th, Ryan Luke 9th, and Gino Tercios, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, yeah, that's what I think it is, in 10th. We'll go down the rest of the grid after we are done with the qualifying. Last car is crossing the line now, so we'll see what happens. Chandler Williams, 2/10 up on his time, and he's in P1, but Jake Finn's 3/10 up on his time, and he's in P2. Those two are shuffling back and forth on my screen. You guys can't see it, unfortunately, but this is so close between the top 2 guys here.
1/10, dude. It's crazy.
They're literally shuffling around 1/10.
Oh.
And Jake Finn might even have a chance here. They're both close on track too, so this is coming down to the wire for those guys. Who's going to take it home? Chandler Williams 5/10 up. Jake Finn 3/10 up. I don't know, man.
Jake Finn does have some traffic ahead of him in Vieira. Ooh!
When there's some traffic that's going to set him back a little bit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a valid car, so you can't do anything about that. So Williams might lose it. He's still hanging on. He's still got 3/10. Oh no, it's down. And they're both not making it happen. Jake Finn might run away. He got P1 now. Let's see if Chandler Williams.
No.
Let me click. Chandler Williams got P2. Jake Finn P1. There you have it. There you have it, guys. Good system on both. The rookie size of the grid is crazy. Hardening it so fast you can't even see him on the quality board. Absolutely. Yeah. If you guys haven't already, hit the thumbs up on YouTube, and we are going to cut to the intermission while the grid loads up. What is going on?
city lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling to say hi, but your words, they cry. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain, for sure. You keep telling me that it's all okay, but I know, yeah, your silence speaks so loud. Your silence speaks so loud, and I hear you calling out, yeah. Talking about nothing, then you said something under your breath. I can't take it, I know what you're thinking. I wish I could fix this, yeah.
Alright, dudes, we're gonna do a track walk for y'all right now. And
Quickly, because we don't have a ton of time.
yeah, we're gonna try and go through this as quickly as possible. Starting in P1, we have Jake Finn with Please Break T1. That's his team name. Chandler Williams, P2 in the AMG. Nikita Rudenko in P3, KD Racing. Devin Martin, P4 in the McLaren. William Figgins in the Ferrari, KOE Racing. Vedant Kodagi in AF Course Ferrari. Mauricio Carvalho in P7. Carvalho, Emil Frey Racing, running the Red Bull livery. Robert Logan in P8 with the ORL Logan livery. Zhong Jin in Cool Kids Racing Ferrari. Will Seward in McLaren Racing Basic livery. Kenneth Mateo in the BMW RHLM. Ryan Luke, Knights of the Round Manhole, themed by the Knight, the Black Knight, and you guys know it. Gino Torcios in the BMW G30. Marco Messin with Garage 59 livery McLaren. Dylan Martin with DYLM. Alexander Taylor with the Gulf Porsche. Tony Vieira, P17 in the Ferrari. Christian Julian in a Lambo. Julius Tan in a Lexus of all things. Nicholas Selig in the Ferrari. Sean Pulsifer also in a Ferrari, no livery for him. Josh Grush in a McLaren. Tyler McCullough in a McLaren. Joseph Stally in a Rexy Porsche. Brandon Cordell in a McLaren, 24th. Tabby Sprick, 25th. I'm going to rapid fire through these guys because this is going to be not enough time.
About to say.
Chris Russell, P26. Louis Figueroa Sr., P27. Clayton Filsinger, P28 in the GT4. Chase Jones, also in a GT4, P29. Joe Sotz, P30, GT3, a little bit behind some of the GT4s. Bonus Charles, 31. Luke Lazama, 32. Phil Cryotheos, wherever he went, in 34. 35, Kyle White in 36, Cooper Zucchini, 37, Ian Lescombe, 38, Neil Barovitz, 39, Andreas Murillo, 40, Derek Anderson, 41, John DeMarchi, 42, Francesco Torres in 43, 44, Guilherme Arthur, and Adrian Vargas in 45th. Nightshade starting from the pit in the Porsche rookie GT3. Preston Lee also from the pit in a Porsche GT3. Nate Schreiber in a McLaren GT3 starting from the pits. And I think I missed Austin Orr, who's also in the pits. Dave Dunn. So a couple guys in the pits. We're going to go back to the top. There are so many cars for me to scroll through. I'm going to start with P4 Kodagi as we come into the third sector. Sorry if I missed anyone. I was kind of shuffling around. Did my best. Who has the best livery? Yeah, the grid is packed, dude. Absolutely packed. Who was the best livery? I have no idea. Who do you guys think is the best livery? You guys can tell us in the chat as it goes on. Please hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Please consider subscribing on Twitch. Love to see the support. We got like 20 people on YouTube. I don't know how many on 18 people on Kick. Love to see it. That's like 40 people watching us right now.
Yeah,
which is fantastic. So thank you guys for the support. Hope you guys enjoy round 1 of the GT Americas Rookie GT3 and Open GT4 classes. These guys are starting to form up. 50 cars at Donington is going to be wild. You are telling me. Hope these guys remember to keep it clean on turn 1 because the stewards are watching.
All right, we're coming around the final turn here.
Yeah, man.
Let's
this
see
is
if
gonna be
Williams can get the
crazy.
jump on Finn here, possibly. He's got the outside, so he's going to have to turn in, and hopefully we don't see collision.
Yeah, and forgive Abdul and I if we can't call things if things get messy. There is a lot going on. Green light, away we go. Round 1 at Donington Park.
Good start by Finn. Good start by Finn.
Good start by the leaders. Looks like it's kept fairly clean through there. The mid-pack, little bumping. Looks like
low spin. Messen's turned around.
Messin, yeah, is turned around,
A lot
causing
of cars
a few
in
more
the grass,
cars. A couple head-on collisions, unfortunately.
Oh no, Messin right into... Oh no.
So Messin
He
had
hit
a
him.
rough start.
He went right into a pink car. I don't know if you remember who that is.
Yeah, it was a Porsche. I didn't see it on the grid walk, but
Might have been Cooper Tacchini.
yeah, a couple guys starting from the pits now. Messin is what number? I'm going to pull up the replay.
Marco Messin
Is 194.
Correct, yeah. Somebody has a drive-through already. That's Chris Russell.
That's probably from start infringement. Look at a replay here, guys, on your screen will be... Oh, off-track Porsche pass there. Interesting.
Kadagi off track, too.
Okay, quick replay from that incident with
Ooh.
Messin. So here he is on the middle of your screen. Going down 3 wide into turn 1. Let's see what happens to him. And just gets a little bump from Ryan Luke, actually. And then cars just don't have time to react. He started to move. No, that's going to be probably a penalty for both of them.
Yeah. Remember, guys, sit on the track if you have to. Yeah, it was Cooper Tacchini who hit, so you have to hold your brakes. Unfortunately,
all right,
it's safe.
Guys. I am going to have this on auto cam for almost the entirety of the race because it's kind of hard to follow. Abdul may help us pull up a PIP at some point if there are battles to follow, but some cars off on the last turn. One of them being Derek Anderson.
Yeah.
Sorry about that camera view. That's one of my least favorite ones.
Marco Messin is coming into the pits. He has extensive damage from the head-on collision.
Yeah, I believe it. There is a pit window in this race too, guys. A little bit different from those of you who have been here last season, where the pit was available.
Oh, two cars off track, and they collided.
Robert Logan, Sean.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Looks
Some
like
major collision.
Sean went to the pit. Robert Logan kept going.
It was a weird sort of crash because they both went off and then somehow connected with each other on the crash.
Let's watch a replay real quick. Let's see if we can grab it here.
Yeah.
So going around turn 1, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Like right on the grass on the right side.
Let's see what happens. Helicam so you guys can see it all. Sean's going on the outside pass and hits Robert. And he goes right into the wall. I can see... Oh, and a double bump.
Again. Yeah, connect again.
Sean bounced to pits. He's going to be fixing some damage and hopefully coming back out. That was not the best move from him, I will say.
Yeah.
Not a safe overtake.
73 only has one more lap to do the drive-thru. If he does not, he'll be disqualified, actually.
That's interesting. Ooh. So remember, guys, we have GT3s and GT4s out there, so you're going to see a lot of traffic, and you'll see now that there's the blue dots on the map and the gray dots. The gray dots are the GT3s, the blue dots are the GT4s. You are eventually going to see the herd of... Ooh, number 2 is off the track. William Figgins.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate for him. You'll start to see the GT3s catch up to the pack of GT4s. after a few laps here. So he must have some damage because he's really entering. Well, he's entering cautiously, so good on him. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Figgins, for the resafe jointly.
Lose figure senior in a precarious position 24th. He has a lot of GT4s ahead of him.
I can't believe
Does
how
have to
full this grid
navigate.
is.
Yeah.
I've never had so much trouble following a race before. Brandon
we have
Cordell is off.
Oh no.
And he's not backing up, so he's waiting a little bit longer. He's got a big gap here, but now he's way far back.
Well, there's only a few more cars left, he figures, to get a clean. Yeah, there you go. You should give it a little bit more accelerator.
With a race like this, it could be anyone's race, man. Honestly.
It really can. 73 is disqualified. He did not do his drive-through. Okay. He was sitting in 16th too. That was a good spot. I don't know why he didn't serve that drive-through.
Yeah, really. And it does remind you multiple times.
It does.
So that's too bad on that front, man.
Interesting.
I guess it's just a lot, you know, some of these rookies don't know everything going on, so it is what it is, I guess, right?
Oh, somebody's off track. It's Ryan Luke. And the
Seward as well, Ryan Luke. Yep.
The tires should be close up to temperature at this point, but it's still...
They're...
Oh, did you see that?
No.
Will Seward might have had contact right behind. It was coming back on the track. It was a couple cars behind him. Actually, they might have gotten out of the way, but that was very close.
Guys, I've posted the Patreon link in the chat. Please consider supporting us on Patreon. Yes, so much is happening, Justin, man. I don't even know. Okay, I can't post the Patreon link in the kick chat, but join the Discord, and if anyone is online, maybe they can check out the settings on that to see why we can't post it.
So,
yes.
A development from the Messon Cooper Tacchini battle. The incident. Marco Messon has a stop-go 10.
I see. Stop-go 10 and DSQ for Russell.
Yeah, for not serving the drive-thru.
That's too bad for him. He got Chris Russell in the pits now. You know, it's funny. I don't even think there's 50 pit boxes here at Donington, so some of the guys are probably overlapped in their pit stalls.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at the leaders, it looks like they're coming up on a blue flag car already.
Not a great race for Delena Nightshade so far, unfortunately.
Delena?
Yes, Delena.
Yeah, no, Nightshade in 40th position overall is going to require a lot of work to fight back.
Yep. But he should be able to overtake some of the GT4s, should get into the top 25 easily. A great battle between Jones and Lazama happening right now. They're right next to each other. And the GT4s, they do have some GT3s, which are getting closer.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that for a second here until the auto cam takes it over.
A drive-through penalty for 9/11. That is Alex Taylor. I actually don't know for what reason. I did not remember a contact from him. Oh, the pass. Oh, that is contact. Jones and Lazama make contact. Lazama gets a little bit squirrely. Happened at the hairpin.
Yeah, big cluster, a little gaggle of GT4s, if you will, right here. So Clayton's in there. It looks like, yeah, you said Luke, someone else. It's hard to remember all these names.
Yeah. It's
a little contact. I think they're from.
I believe it's Kyle White.
No, Kyle White's in a different color.
Oh, sorry, it's Clayton.
Luke. It's Luke. Yeah. So Chase, Clayton. Phil, Cryothios, Luke Lazaman, and Clayton. And I realized that I had a different version of the. Crap. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. There. Now we have the full tower. The full tower was not showing up before, but now it is fixed. Sorry about that, guys. Now you can see everyone on track. Yeah, I'm still going to rely on this autopilot, man, because this is just crazy. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, going for the pass, possibly?
Maybe.
Plane gonna get it? Oh. Not really an overtaking spot anyway, but I was interested to see if Clayton went for it. Maybe possibly at the hairpin here.
You know, I'm just going to say it. 50 cars is too much.
Yeah.
It's cool that we got this far, but oh my gosh, this is so much to follow. It looks like
it's a good problem to have.
Sean may have been in another incident near the back. Marco's struggling a little bit too with some GT4s catching up to him.
Yeah, it looks like Cooper T right on his backside.
Yep.
J. Finn and C. Williams and Rudenko all within 2 seconds of each other, and they have not let up from the beginning. It's been a great race from all three of them.
Yep, absolutely. Justin, it's because of the small track, you're right, but it's also still a lot of cars. Also, Justin, check us out on Kick. We are streaming there as well. I still don't know how to promote the Patreon, but if you guys join the league, discord.gg/Odyssey Racing League, you can join up in there.
616 going slow. That is Luis Figueroa Sr. He's back on track.
Any of the mods or admins are watching who have access to Kick, please see if there's some setting on the back end that is preventing us from sharing links. I'd love to be able to share
Williams.
them.
Finn and Williams are now starting to come up on a lot of the blue flag cars, so
yeah,
it's going to be interesting how they navigate that.
I did notice that. So it is going to be very interesting. I'm pretty interested to see like how often that's going to happen with those guys, since they clearly are performing outside the class.
Yeah, and what I remember from rookies is navigating the GT4 cars is relatively easy, but for those who couldn't navigate it that well, it created an unusually large gap. So as long as the GT4s are compliant, the GT3s should have no issues, but it'll be interesting to see how it affects everything.
Absolutely. And then just the overall skill disparity is going to just show how not only these fast guys are going to pass the GT4s in a lap, but they're also going to be passing the other GT3s, and it's only a 40-minute race, and the pit window hasn't opened up yet, which is weird. I just want to look at something here. Oh. Never mind, the pit window just opened. I was mathing. My mathing was not good mathing. Ooh, that's a cool angle there. Catching up to, is that Orr in the Porsche? Oh, 3 Porsches. Different types of Porsches, but there's 3 Porsches right there. It looks like Cryo? No, Berovitz is actually fighting with GT3 Porsches. A little bump on the exit. Look how small that is compared to the...
Oh, yeah. Big smack. And the leaders are right behind him, so he's going to have to get out of the way. Yep. Well, he doesn't have to get out of the way.
No, exactly. GT4s are allowed to remain on their line, but be predictable. A couple cars in the pits now. Pit window is open. We have a 15-minute pit window here, guys, so these guys can go and add fuel, change tires if they want, repair some damages.
Oh, somebody's sketchy. And because of the pit window, minimum time being 25 seconds, it brings into play whether taking tires, which normally will not be.
Yeah, exactly. It's only 5 extra seconds to make that decision. And also, guys, let me know again if the game is too loud. For me, that was really, really loud when you were looking at the the car head on like that. So don't be afraid to call me out in the chat to adjust any volumes if necessary. Really, really tight battle from these two guys. They've been at it since the start. They're only 0.2 seconds apart. Definitely going to be looking at those two drivers to bump up. Right now we got Nate on the screen with Kyle White. Almost had a chance to overtake, but I guess he is in the GT4, so he's a lot slower. Nate fighting through other GT4s right now at the same time.
But Nate did have to start from the pit, so it means he has to navigate a lot of traffic, especially tonight on a short track.
Yeah.
But he's done so well so far with the progress.
And Nate is pulling into the pit right now. So that's going to be him doing an earlier pit stop. I think the play is an early pit stop. I don't think you want to do a late stop, because then you're going to be getting some clean laps in while people are still pitting. So see how that goes. We'll stop looking at Nate now. Look at Josh Rush, who recently had some sort of incident. Oh, a little collection of GT4s back there behind him. I don't know who that was, though.
Was sketchy.
Lexus by 714 Julius Tan had to dive through a couple, and Seward as well. Yeah, it is sketchy, man. Like, when you have a lot of these GT4s that you're approaching, you don't realize how fast you approach them. And I realized I forgot to mention about the pit lane. Ooh, there's an incident there between the Lexus and the McLaren and the Lamborghini. I guess I forgot to mention in the briefing about the pit lane exit. That would have been a good thing to mention.
Yep.
We'll add that to Richard's notes for tomorrow's race.
Wow, these two are just next to each other. That's unbelievable. It almost looks like they're running in like synchronized racing. I know they're not. They're racing each other, but it looks synchronized almost.
So Will had another spin there.
15-second time penalty for number 27. That is Gilmay Arthur. Gilm Arthur. Cooper Takini got a stop go 30 for some reason. Sean got disqualified. 555 Ferrari.
Yeah, hard to predict, man. It's hard to predict.
Yep. Yeah, they're coming up on some more blue flags here, it looks like.
Yep. And blue flags in class, too, which makes it even crazier. So they do have
Dave
to...
Dunn going for the overtake while being blue flagged. That's an interesting situation.
So they do have to mind the gap there, too, which is a little bit crazy. Yeah, and they have to mind the space, so you're not really allowed to hold each other up. But looks like who is that Ferrari?
That's Dave Dunn.
So he's kind of holding him up a little bit.
He is. Oh, and then he's into the pits. So Finn's in. Sorry, Williams or Finn has been to the pits. So the
No, they're both still out. Williams and Finn are still out.
Oh,
there's another car.
It's hard to tell with so many cars on the track. Oh, he pushes him off the track a little bit. Okay.
So looks like they both made a pass. Jean has an SG30, which is pretty insane to get a penalty of an SG30. Must have been a really, really big mistake to get that, or it was a speeding in pit.
Oh, okay. I thought I don't remember a big incident from him. Gianni DiMarchi in the 383 car with a 5-second time penalty.
Actually, I can give you guys...
Yeah, if anyone was 100% getting pipped.
I will give out the penalties right now so everyone knows, since we're kind of at that midpoint. So, we had a drive-through for car 911 early in the race. 555 misses a break point and rear ends 31. and got a drive-through for that. 65 turns into 555 and gets a time penalty. That's interesting. 227 got a dive bombing penalty, but it hasn't come up yet. Same with 338 and 424. All dive bombing, they're non-contact, so they'll probably be looked at after the race. Ooh, listen to that gear change on the Janetta. 27 goes wide in the last turn into 333 for a 15-second penalty, and 383 goes right into 194 at turn 3 for a 5-second time penalty. There are still penalties coming through, but that's where we are at right now. Just to give you guys...
10 with a stop go 30, but he wasn't on your list, I think.
No, there may be some missed on there.
Okay. He's going off the track a little bit too.
Unless I said the number and you didn't catch it, but it looks like half the grids got their stops cleared roughly.
Oh, unfortunately, Mateo 5-second time penalty in 25th. It looks like about half the grids has pitted so far, so we're gonna see some more people descend into the pits soon.
Royalty Racing in the YouTube chat says, my race is over, stupid mistakes, didn't think I was out of start position and got a DT penalty, but never noticed it and didn't make it into the pits on time. First race nerves, I guess. Well, honestly, dude, you live and learn. Like, your first race is either going to be stellar or it's going to be the biggest learning experience of your life. And I'll tell you, for me personally, my first race was the biggest learning experience ever. I don't know if I completed a valid pit. I got a penalty for hitting somebody. It was crazy. So, yeah, you live and learn. Lots of penalties to serve. A couple DSQ cars.
Finn and Williams both in the pits, by the way.
I will say, if you are DSQ'd, please leave the server, unless you just, I guess, want to keep watching. Because that is a rule that we have about staying in the pit lane.
So you might have read this off already, but how did 77 get a stop go 30?
77, it's on the list, so it could be a pit lane infringement.
Ah, gotcha.
So, yeah, for 555 as well, if you are listening, please leave the race session. Is this just GT4? No, absolutely not. It is a mixed class race. We have GT3s and GT4s on the track. It is a mixed class race. The GT3s are driven by the rookie drivers here in ORL. This is people who are essentially on a trial run to see where they stand, or if they are legitimate rookies. And then we've put GT4s of our experienced drivers as traffic to give them the experience. Also, guys, I've mentioned it already, but if you don't mind checking us out on Kick, that's where we're going to try and do some streaming now, looking to get subscriptions on there. If you want to join that community, we might be the only league that's streaming on Kick right now. So, yeah, check us out. Follow that link. Also, if you haven't already, check out our Patreon and help support the league. We need it. All right, where are we at? 17 minutes left in the race. It's been an action-packed race. I've definitely missed a lot of stuff. So I'm sorry about that. Trying to make sure that everyone gets fair screen time as well. You know, it's really tough to do.
Pit window is closing. About 4 minutes
4
left.
minutes.
We do have a few people still out there who have not pitted.
Stop go penalty for car 111, which would be, I think, Clayton Vilsinger for causing a collision.
Wow.
Multi-class
That's unusual.
is sick. Will this be done in the pro races? Also, no. So the reason we do this is so that the rookies have traffic that they can sort of battle against, because some of the rookies come in running GT4 times in GT3 cars, and we want to make sure that they get experience with doing overtakes as well as general racecraft before we put them in with the Pro and Am race on Thursday. So that's why they have it. And the nice thing about it is the Pro-Am drivers are allowed to race in GT4s. So if you're a Pro-Am driver, you can hop in a GT4. We've had a lot of registrations for this race this season, so I don't know how much space there's going to be, but you can definitely sign up. And we'll also be starting GT2s as soon as that's released in a few weeks. So only 5 cars have left the race so far, which is quite nice.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I expected honestly a lot more, so really, really happy about that. So Tony Vieira is in P1 right now without a valid pit. So he does still have to complete his valid pit stop before the next 2.5 minutes. So hopefully he doesn't miss his opportunity, but
he's getting a little bit close.
Yeah, he's got maybe, well, I don't know where he's on track. He's in P1, so he's got probably this lap. If he doesn't do this lap, he's definitely got one more to do it. Yeah. So, a minute, just under 2 minutes left in the pit stop. Tony has coming around the last turn, so we'll see if he actually opts into taking his pit this time. And he does not, so he's going to run one more lap. That's a very big risk. I wonder if he even recognizes that there is a pit window at the top of his screen.
He might not, honestly.
Yeah. I know there was a couple people in the briefing that actually didn't listen, so I don't know if he missed it or what. GT2 at the end of the month. Some speculations that truck will be coming with the cars, and Green Hell in the spring. Absolutely, man. And we do have a Green Hell 24-hour booked for whenever that comes out, so that'll be something to look forward to. Jake Finn with the fastest lap of a 27.7, which is pretty impressive. Glad to see that. More traffic for some of these guys in the GT3 cars. GT4s are like little bees swarming across the track.
Vera will make it, but he cut it if he pits. But he cut it real close. Coming around the hairpin now.
It'll be hard to give you guys sort of an update on the standings, but you guys can see it on the side there. P1, we got Tony Vieira still. He's coming to the pits right now.
Barely made it.
And he made it with like, yeah, just barely. Wow. And missed his pit box a little bit, so I mean he's in there, he made it within the pit window. I don't know if it's one of those things you have to beat it before the pit window's over, or if you have to be in the pits before it's over. Either way,
that's a good question.
It is a good question. We're gonna find out right now, right?
Exactly.
Jake Finn is going to be in P1, I believe. We'll wait and find out. So we'll wait till this is done before we give you guys an update. 12 minutes to go. Who do you think is going to win in the GT4s? Didn't know GT2 existed. It doesn't it exists in real life, but it's going to exist in the game at the end of the month. They are faster, but they have less aero. So who do you think is going to win the GT4s? We got C. Jones at the top, Luke Lozama, and Kyle White as your top 3.
I think it's got to be C. Jones because I think Luke's too far back. That's why we're running out of time.
6 seconds back, and then Kyle White's almost a lap behind.
So, C. Jones has got to watch out for Robert Logan's going to eventually catch up to him, so he's probably going to lose a little bit of time there. I think Luke is probably naturally faster at this track, so it might get close towards the end, but it's not a lot of time, honestly.
No, it's not. It's almost like 40 minutes is like almost too short for this many cars for people to have an impact.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how this rest of the season's going to span out. If we keep seeing these types of numbers and participation. The next track next week is Coda. It's a lot bigger of a track, a little bit more forgiving for the space out there. It's a 2-minute track, I believe. Someone can probably tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. For GT3s. 2-minute 2, something like that? Or is it sub 2? I don't think it's sub 2. I think it's like 2-minute 4 pro times.
So Robert Logan did get past C. Jones. C. Jones' gap to Luke Lozama is about 5.8 seconds. But they also have Luis Figueroa Sr. that Lozama has to clear, who's a blue flag somehow.
Yeah, he's not very quick. He's definitely a rookie. I don't think he does a lot of practicing. I think he just does this for fun. There's a couple tracks he's okay at, but generally speaking, he's pretty weak. Nightshade way in the back. How is he in 38th?
So I actually went back and watched what happened to Nightshade. He started from the pits.
Yeah.
And then he got kind of sketchy on the first few laps and just let a lot of cars by for no reason, really. So he just really set himself back a lot. So considering how much he set himself back, like 38th is not too bad, but he should have qualified first and then also, you know, it's okay to hold your line on some of these. I understand what he was doing. He was being cautious, but it's not really a letting cars by simulator.
Yeah. Nate Schreiber up in 18th place, starting from pits. I'd say that's a pretty good job for a
Very good job. Very good job.
Unfortunately, he started the season with some penalty points carrying over from last season.
Yep. And Nate did really well because I watched his start as well, and he had to clear a lot of GT4s who were very sketchy at the beginning. So he's done a good job staying out of incidents, just keeping his head down. And he'll be among the leaders we'll see this season for rookies.
Yeah, I agree. I think next round you'll see him climb to the top between that kind of result.
Yep.
Just looking at the GT3 tower right now. Yeah, Nate in 10th place. And we'll go
Something
back
happened to Luke Lozama. He's fallen behind Cordell.
Yeah, Cordell got his overtake done as a GT3, and he's got Austin Orr coming up right behind him. So he's gonna have to let that car pass, or not let that car pass. Like he's gonna have to. So Austin Orr is gonna have to make a fair pass here, which is gonna be really hard to do in this section of the track. That Lexus is just wild to see on the track. Yeah, we'll pop back over to that one in a second. I wasn't sure where it is in the standings. Who's driving the Lexus again? I wonder if Jake Finn is his real name or if it's a reference to Adventure Time. I feel like you're the only person who would have caught that reference, but I see where you're at. Oh, a little incident going on here between the Rexy car of Joseph Stallion and Alex Taylor in the Gulf livery. Boys, let's see what happened here. Alex Taylor being number 911. Let's check out the replay right now. A battle between a GT4. I'm not sure who that is, but Taylor goes for the inside pass. Clean. Looks like there's a bit of a battle up there. Is that another GT4 McLaren, I think? Yep. Oh, and Taylor just goes right into the side of the Rexy car. I believe that was Stally. Yeah, not good. Not a good move. Taylor's going to get a penalty for that for sure.
Drive-through 71. That's Will Stewart. Tavi Sprake with a 5-second penalty as well. He's running 7th. Tavi giving a special shout out, dude. He was not very fast last season, but he's picked up a lot of pace this year. He's running 7th right now.
Stewart's going to try and overtake Clayton here. See if he can do it clean, or if Clayton will back out. I guess he will.
Well done.
The grid is a little bit spaced out now, which is nice. So just looking at the penalties here, I don't know where I left off last, but 555 rear ends 30 at turn 3, number 2 rear ends 27 after flashing him. Not sure who number 2 is. Is that a GT3? It is. So that's not really good. Wait, no. 27. Flashing is okay. I don't, but 714 rear ends 35 before the chicane. And that results in a 5 second. We got 17 misses breaking point and hits 133 for 5 seconds. 71 rear ends 714 and gets a drive through. 52 unsafe re-entry into car 6, and that is a drive through. So. Five minutes left, guys. 5 minutes left into the race. If you guys aren't already, please check us out on Kick. Give us a follow. I'm trying that out this season. Want to bring some of our audience over there, as there are no other racing leagues for us to compete with. It looks like a BMW is going to the pits, or is that a... Is that... No, that's a GT4.
Just under 5 minutes left here in the race.
Who was that going into the pit lane? 52, maybe a drive-through, a serve.
75, a stop and go 30 for causing collision.
Ooh, Alex Gappa off the track. This is rejoin going to be clean.
Yeah, he's also the one. So I actually don't know what collision he caused. I don't remember that.
Yeah, flashing lights from the Lamborghini there of, I think, 28. Looking at that now.
Alex
Getting
Gappa
past.
just sitting on the track, causing a little bit of a yellow flag.
Ooh, Brandon Cordello is backwards just after the last turn. And he's going to try and rejoin. Kind of sketchy on his part. Flashes lights, I'm not sure if you heard the stream or not, but yep. Not great for him, man. It's like it's getting violent out there. 43 cars left.
Streaming numbers have switched a little bit. We have 33 people on YouTube, about 10 on Kick, so we have a total of 43, and we're almost at the end of the race. Great numbers, guys. Thanks for
guys. Throw a chat in the Kick message if you can, please. I want to try and get some traction there. Go over to the Kick link in the chat of the YouTube and just type anything, man. Just say hello, say what's up. Let me know that it's working. Love to see it.
Robert Logan, drive through. No, Robert, no.
Danger Boy B, sup. Thank you for chatting in Kick. I appreciate it. And it looks like Schreiber went off. He made it to 13th, though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Hey?
I don't think he has damage, though. I think the car is fine. He just went off.
Yeah, he's down to 17th now, but he did a pretty good recovery, man. He was in 18th a few minutes ago, as we saw. 15 seconds to car number 2.
William Figgin.
Ooh, and a really sketchy slide that resulted in a contact with... Who's the Rexy one? Is that Stolly? Yes, Stolly got hit by a GT4.
Staley.
Staley, sorry.
That's okay.
It's a great pause while studying, dude.
44.
Absolutely great pause while studying. Only a 40-minute break to watch a good quality race.
Nate Schreiber, 15-second time penalty.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. It's going to be another penalty point for Nate.
A lot of penalties rolling out right before the end of the race.
Yeah, I think they just are getting caught up.
Yeah, they're getting caught up, exactly.
And I think there's a lot of like people being a little bit aggressive and overzealous out there, trying to push in the last few minutes.
Yeah. Another 15-second time penalty for number 68. That is Is Staley. Yep. And the Rexy car. Danger boy. All right, we're just under a minute here.
Yeah,
About
last minute of the race.
40 seconds.
The leader is on the final lap.
Williams right on his backside. They've been like that the whole race. It's been unbelievable.
Non-stop. I know people don't like the sound of the helicopter whirling, but I am going to watch from the helicam for a moment here and turn autopilot off. This is going to be a lot to talk about at the end of the race, I think. And we'll be ready to ping the winners of each race so we can get an interview with them. Jake Finn with Chandler literally right on his backside. No chance of letting him out of his sight. Both these guys racing really, really well. And Nikita Rudenko a little bit behind in P3. So there's a pretty big gap between those two leaders. My sleep schedule is messed up anyway, so might as well watch. Absolutely, man. I agree. Time for a binge watch party.
GT4? Sorry.
GT4 is Chase Jones. So we're coming around the last turn now, guys. The second last turn. Got Jake Finn in P1. We'll see how this goes here.
It looks like he's going to hold off Chandler Williams.
There you go, guys. Your winner for round 1, Donington, is Jake Finn, Chandler Williams in P2. Very good battle between those guys that lasted about 40 minutes or so. And now we'll take a look at Chase Jones as he's coming around the last turn now in the GT4 class. Good gap between him and Luke Lozama, which is actually kind of crazy. So good job for him. Luke coming around the final turn now. Now we'll just go and take a look. Where's Kyle White coming around right now for 3rd place? In the Mick Americano livery. Oh, I want McDonald's now, bro.
Me too.
Kodagi coming up to the last turn. Most of the cars crossing the line can't keep the order. Getting dark out there. Everyone having their headlights on. Yeah, it was a sunset race. Here we go. Kodagi crossing the line. Bonus Charles ahead of him crossing the line. Tony Vieira crossing the line. Then we'll have William Figgins in 19th crossing the line. William Seward coming around the last turn, 20th crossing the line. And a couple stragglers in the GT4 class near the back. And the last car, Arthur, crossing the line. And that is a wrap, guys. Crazy race, crazy sized grid. I'm going to just put this on an intermission while we grab the interviewees. Give us a moment here, everyone.
words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes. Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose. I can see through your disguise.